Welcome to the shed. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I replaced the old stereo in my car for a new one with Bluetooth capabilities. I've had this new one for a couple of months now and it's been amazing, so let's get on with it. Here you can see I'm making some tools to take the old stereo out. I'm using just a hacksaw blade and shaping it with the bench grinder. You could buy these tools, however I found they were pretty easy to make and it saved a bit of money. I'm just using the side of the wheel on the bench grinder just to grind little notches into them, which we're able to clip into the release mechanism on the stereo. Here you can see I'm taking the stereo out. This was fairly fiddly. I actually found it easier just to do sort of one at a time. And we're about to get it. It's quite a tricky thing to get. There we go, now we've got it. We're able to take out this old stereo. This was pretty cool to see. Here I'm just unplugging the wires so that I can lift this stereo out. It's actually quite heavy, it's surprising. Taking out the CD, which was part of the reason why I had to replace it, was that it was not playing CDs properly anymore, and it had decided not to eject that CD, which was a bit annoying. This wire's causing a bit of problems, but we finally got it out. Alright, well, that's the first unit out. There you go. You can sort of see here what we're trying to do with this. You can see when we stick this down here, it's actually pushing that little spring out of the way, then we're clipping into that there. There we go. Alright. Now I'm going to have a quick look at this and then I'll bring you back to have a look at putting the new one in. Alright, well, we can sort of see a couple of different wires here. So we've got this one here, which I've got no idea what that does. We'll put that one back into the console. Really, springs out. Alright, we've got this one here, which goes to the antenna. This isn't the same plug as what's on the Pioneer, so we're going to have to look at replacing that. We've then got these ones here, which I don't quite know what they are either. I'm assuming maybe they're for the speakers. And then put all them back in. We've then got this big block here, which it's got what looks to be earth and power, so the keys aren't in the car. We will try and test the earth first, which this should be able to do if we just sort of do a bit of a test between that terminal there and the chassis, which it's a bit tricky to see from this spot. There we go. So that's the earth there then. And then we go back to our voltage. We can then check between this one here And that one there. That's getting 12 volts. Can't really see past my arm. There we go. That's getting 12 volts. So then this blue one is getting 0 volts. Now, I grab the keys, right, or in the ignition. I take the keys completely out of the ignition. Do we still get 12 volts here? Yep, so now I turn it on to ignition. And now we're getting 12 volts through this pink wire. So, what that means with our wiring loom here is this one's the earth, so that needs to go to that brown wire there. Don't mind these ones, these wires here, they're just for an aftermarket Bluetooth device that was with the car. So this one needs to go to the brown wire. The red wire needs to go to the pink wire, and then the yellow one needs to go to the red wire. So I might actually quickly just cut them and twist them up, and then we'll have a look at trying to unravel which wires are the speaker wires. Alright, well, let's sort of work backwards a bit. We've got the unit installed now, as you can probably see. So we'll turn the car off and take it out. Comes with these two little tools, and hoping that we can just sort of do that, then do the same across the top. And there we go. So now that we've got this sort of cover plate off, we can stick the two tools down either side. A bit like that. That's stuck in the wrong side. Supposed to be going that way. That felt a bit better. So you sort of do hear a bit of a click, and then just pull that one out like that. So unplug that. I think first, show you how I got this cage in. So this cage here comes with the unit. As you can see, we just sort of fold down these little tongues here, and that holds it in pretty firmly. I did take this bottom like box thing out to do all the wiring up, and now I've put it back in, and then put this cage in and folded all those tongues down. You can't fold down the ones at the top, but I haven't had any problems with that yet. It seems fairly firm, so I'll get you guys set back up. So with the wiring, this is the only plug that you need. This one off, it has, I don't know, 12 wires that come out of it. So your first wires are these ones here, which Just wait, I'll set up a bit better. Alright, so these are your first wires. That one there, there and there. The brown one is the earth, and then these two are your power. Pretty sure the red one's the constant power, and then the pink one is the power that just comes on with the ignition. So then, if and when my camera focuses, you then have these two sets of wires here. So the red and the white. The red and the white, and the blue and the yellow. Those ones, try and move this to somewhere where the camera focuses a bit better. Tad better. You then have these sets which go pink and orange, blue and green, pink and orange. And they're your 4 speaker wires. Pretty sure the blue and green ones are the front two. I can't remember which one was left or right. You just sort of have to do a bit of trial and error for that. And then the pink and orange ones are the back one. So then if we come to this unit here, as you can sort of see, there is a wiring diagram in the box. But you can sort of see you've got the purple and the grey wire on the right, and then the green and the white wire on the left. Oops. Those are your 4 speaker wires, and you might notice we have 6 speaker wires in this plug, and these 2 on the right hand side are actually these small speakers up in the corners of the doors. So you can just sort of wire them into the front speakers. The front ones are the white and the grey ones on here. The white one is the front right, the grey one's the front left, the green one's the back right, and the purple one's the back left. You've then got your black, which is earth, and then your red and yellow wires, which are the 2 power wires. So as you can see, I've just sort of wired them up to the loom in here. You will notice that you do have, if I can get it, another set of wires, another set of 4 wires that actually goes into this plug here. I wouldn't recommend cutting this plug off. I don't know what those wires do, but I've got the unit working without them. So I assume that they're for some other accessory, maybe a CD player or something. Then there is a couple more wires. I think there's two more wires. Those orange 2 you can see back there, they don't do anything either. And then we've got our sort of big problem, which is this is our plug from the car, and then that's the speaker port, which they're different. So at the moment I'm just sort of trying to tee up an adapter. We're able to chase up a antenna adapter, so I'm just going to fit that in right now. Sorry about the sun, it's all a little bit reflective, but oh well. Yeah, so fingers crossed. Should just clip in there, and then in here takes a bit of clipping in. Won't focus for me, but that's just a little AP 349L, so an AP 349L antenna adapter, and that one's got all that working now. But anyway, I think that's everything. Let me know in the comments down below if there's any questions you have, and I've been happy to answer them. Put you guys back here and plug it back in. Back in like that. As you can hear, it's coming through the speakers quite nicely. However, it turns to night time, and you see that? Yep. I decided to turn my lights on. Alright, so now that that's in, you can just sort of push it back as you'd imagine. Not that far. A bit tricky to do one-handed. There we go. I'll turn it off. And then you can just sort of clip this little shroud over, and that covers everything up. And as you can see, it actually looks quite good in there. So anyway, now you know how to put a new speaker into your Mercedes. I hope this is helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.